you guys doing, Timmy Turners? In today's video, we are going to be reacting to Charlie, and he talks about a TikToker chose arrest after threatening a bomb airport for prank content. Of course, it's a TikToker. Anytime that I hear stories like this, it's always got to be a TikToker or a streamer that just go out in public and just do dumb shit for views. But you know, we're just gonna get into it, and I'm gonna explain some of that some more at the end of the video.
It doesn't matter what you believe for the origin of our species, whether we flopped out of the sea and began evolving on land, or if God made us. One thing remains true. There is something deep in our DNA that drives us to pursue the perfect prank. From the very first time a caveman grunted at his friend Krug to pull his finger, to the time that a YouTuber chased a man in a parking lot with a knife and got shot to death, there has always been this subconscious desire to find and execute the perfect prank.
Wow.
I'm happy to say we've reached the apotheosis. Our journey is complete thanks to one TikToker who has finally pulled it off. The perfect prank. The airport bomb threat prank.
You know what, those bomb pranks? Hold up. Pause it right there. Them bomb pranks, I be seeing that somewhere on YouTube before, or TikTok, or whatever the fuck. It used to be the thing back then, to where like pranksters was like a huge thing on the internet. So I used to see some of those things before.
Only ever been talked about as a myth. What if pie in the sky? Experts said it couldn't be done. But finally, thanks to the hard work of one brain-dead, broccoli-haired worm that looks like a side character out of the Jimmy Neutron show, it has been proven not only possible, but a viable strategy of going straight to jail and facing some potentially life-ruining problems in the future. One TikTok superstar prankster decided to risk it all for glory, and it has not gone unnoticed. This is like the 4-minute mile, but for dog shit pranks. New ground has been broken with this airport bomb threat prank. His technique was flawless, putting on a pair of toy...
Let's read that shit. North. After sliding on his black Ray-Ban glasses with a built-in recording camera, 20-year-old Thomas approached officer at the international airport and told them he had a bomb. Wow. I think Charlie gonna read some of this, so I'm gonna just let this play out.
Spy glasses. So he put on his Ray-Ban built-in recording camera glasses, approached some officers and told them that he didn't want any problems and that he had a bomb and a strap as well as fent in his car. Of course he didn't actually have anything dangerous. By looking at videos and pictures of this guy, I imagine he would puke at the sight of just a single ounce of weed. He seems like a very sensitive soul who's just doing his absolute best to stand out in the sea of dog shit on TikTok. And the easiest way to do that is through pranks like this. I use that word so generously here, loosey-goosey. It's not a prank. You're just committing a crime. That's
right.
Most of what
that's the difference between a prank and a crime.
On TikTok, it's actually just committing crimes, whether it's going into the back of, fast food restaurants, bothering the employees, sometimes even just assaulting people, harassing people. That kind of applies as pranks, unfortunately.
No, that's just assault. That's not really much of a prank.
So, you see that little key over there? I was just drinking and driving.
You was drinking and driving.
Wow.
And I'm a threat.
You're a threat to what?
This goes to show that that people don't be raising their kids. Like, who raised y'all?
I'm just generally like a threat.
I knew I was underwater.
He said that, y'all. Shit.
I just didn't realize I was this underwater.
Generally like a threat. I'm drunk driving the key over there, and I actually have a fake ID. I have a strap on me.
He trying to see if it's a joke or not.
He does this particular style of prank pretty often, where he just goes up to officers and talks about like drunk driving and having weapons, being on drugs, having drugs. It's a real hoot.
Yeah, I think he feel like it's a prank.
I am drunk and I'm driving.
Or it's a joke, or.
And I am a threat.
Alright, you mind providing me with your ID?
Got him. That idiot didn't know that this guy was just lying for TikTok views. Epic. He fucking got him super swag style, actually. So, he's done this a few times, but this is the first time he ever tried it with an airport bomb threat, and, well, let's just say justice is a dish best served with a side of ass.
He was transported to the AI Cannon Elections Center without incident and was released the next day after posting a 100 million bond jail record shows. After being released from jail, wrote on his Instagram story, he can only hope he be okay. He also posted a TikTok video with text that reads, "Life is amazing, don't take it for granted ever." I mean, nigga, you should have been know that.
Immediately, he'll likely be placed on a no-fly list, but he was released the following day after posting a $100,000 bond. Now, he didn't post that bond. That was 100% mommy and daddy's money coming to the rescue, protecting their sweet little boy. He didn't know any better. This goofball's still huffing Sharpies
I mean,
to
how
get a
old
little
is
bit of
well,
a buzz.
didn't he say he's
But
20?
his parents,
He should be old enough to know
he
better.
can do no wrong. It must be some kind of mistake with the law. What? You mean you can't call in a bomb threat? I thought this was a free country. So they bailed him out, and he immediately posted on TikTok about how amazing life is and how he wants to spread positivity.
Life is good though. I want y'all to see.
Nah, he don't want us
life
to
is
listen.
great. Your life is great too. Have a good time, man. Have some fun.
Oh, that tugs on your heart.
Pause. Nah, nigga, he don't learn this to listen. As you can see in this TikTok video, y'all know. Like, you got arrested for doing that shit. The next day after, now all of a sudden you talking about life is good and yada yada. Like, nah, that doesn't sound like you learned your lesson, nigga.
Strings. Spread love. While this guy's
And how many times he be doing this? This is his first time?
As many people as possible and making their lives a little more miserable for the sake of his TikTok clout. If you really wanted to spread a positive message, you should be talking about the beauty of goof juice and how you can get it at gamersubs.gg/moist, the best flavor ever made.
Go support y'all.
I'm sure he's gonna go right back to these kind of pranks that he's become known for.
What would you like? You saying?
First day at Chick-fil-A.
He's lying. Bro, it's my first day.
People would do anything for the internet, bro. Like, you fucking with people. Don't fuck with people. Like, people just trying to do their job, and here you go with this fuck shit.
Whoa. You can't talk to me.
Exploiting fast food workers. So positive, so strong, so brave. Yes, a beacon of love. What a hero. And I don't use that word lightly, but for someone like this, he's up there with firefighters, I think. A true prankster. Going there and just making all of the workers' lives a little bit worse because he's the main character. And we're all just NPCs, little props for him to use for his content. So, even though he regularly instigates different employees, especially the police, he's never done...
Different employees, especially the police. He has ever done anything this stupid. His friends told police in an incident report that Charleston Country, authorities provided to the post incident. Agreed telling police he didn't realize the severity of what he was doing. According to the report, now he's facing a charge of threatening to use a weapon of mass destruction for an act of terrorism and could face likely prison terms. And wow.
Thing is stupid, his friend told them. And, well, he agreed. He's a big fucking idiot. He said he didn't realize the severity of what he was doing.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
I don't think
how
is a
long
good
he be
defense.
doing
I
this?
think there is a level where you are dangerously stupid.
Like, he just
that you
started
should
recently
still
doing this
be
shit?
charged and thrown in jail because you are not fit for society. If you can't recognize that making a threat about blowing up an airport is a bad thing. He's currently facing a charge of threatening to use a weapon of mass destruction for an act of terrorism and could face a lengthy prison term if convicted. Fingers crossed. I'm praying that he faces a prison sentence because I really think pranksters like this
I don't
need to
want
be made an example out of because it is out of control. It is spiraled.
No, that probably they probably gonna like give him like a little bit of a punishment.
He's not the
but
only one doing shit like this. This happens.
I kind of feel like that's just
all
gonna
the
be it.
TikTok pranksters, and it's not just TikTok. I know there's YouTube pranksters that do similar shit, but there just needs to at some point be like a hard line in the sand where you just throw the book at one of these stupid assholes, and hopefully it'll discourage copycats, because right now a lot of people, especially someone like him, sees that there's a lot of TikTokers that blow up from just being an asshole that people throw tomatoes at and shoot spitballs at for these really degenerate pranks. And even though they're getting a ton of hate, it's growing their brand, and to them, it's worth it. So it ends up poisoning and inspiring others to
But at
follow
what
that
cost,
same
though?
path to success, and it leads to shit like this, where they're just constantly pushing the boundaries. I referenced the case earlier where someone charged that someone in a parking lot and got shot to death. Well, only like a year ago, you might remember we talked about that prankster who was harassing a guy at a food court and also got shot. He managed to survive and still swore to continue doing pranks. I haven't checked in on him in a while because fuck that guy. But it's one of those things where even a bullet isn't stopping pranks. As long as
Wow,
they're not
like,
being
come on now,
punished
y'all
by the
just can't
law
fuck
here,
with
it seems
people
like
out
it's
in
all
public.
just going to continue to get even more silly and stupid. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about this douchebag a little bit. I have a sneaking suspicion he's not actually going to have this huge change of heart and start posting
Nah, that's what I'm saying, like,
content,
it doesn't seem like he
spreading
learned his
love or
lesson.
anything. I think he's going to view this as a potential lightning rod to his career, where he's going to double down on this type of prank. But that's just my hunch. I'm no Nostradamus or anything. We'll see how it plays out. But anyway, that's about it. See ya.
So basically we just watched the whole video, guys. Like what I said before, I kind of feel like streamers, kick streamers, some YouTubers, TikTokers, all that bullshit, I kind of feel like it comes at a point that people would just do anything for views and on the internet, as y'all can see. But I kind of feel like I don't need to tell y'all that. Y'all already know. Is that I do hear stories about people die doing dangerous stunts like this, and it just like, I don't know, like if they want to get they page blown up or want to be known on the internet, do it the right normal way. But I kind of feel like we live in an age that these young adults and some adults, because there be some grown ass people too doing shit like this, they just think that in order to like get more views and get more, popularity and shit like that, you gotta, go out in public and terrorize people. And that's not really the way to do things. So I feel like, yeah, just like Charlie said, like people who face serious consequences, they still go out and do stupid shit like that. So it's not really a wake up call to them. They still gonna do that stupid shit, and I kind of feel like you just can't help it. So, but anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I will see you guys